Welcome back to a new episode of Connected Cultures. I'm your host, Zach Mitchell.
And I'm your host, Lily Kirkendall. Today's episode is all about Eid.
Eid is an Arabic word that means feast or festival. It's used to refer to two major Islamic holidays, Eid al-Iftar and Eid al-Adha. These holidays are celebrated by the Islamic religion.
Eid al-Fitr celebrates the end of Ramadan. Ramadan is a holy month of fasting, worship, and community for Muslims.
Eid al-Adha honors the willingness of Ibrahim to sacrifice his son, Ishmael, as an act of obedience to God's command. However, before Ibrahim could sacrifice his son, Allah provided a lamb to sacrifice instead.
We got the special opportunity to sit down with two organizations here on campus and learn more about the holiday. Follow Connolly as she interviews the Muslim Student Association and the South Asian Student Association.
Hi, my name is Connolly Weaver, and today I'm met with two students from the South Asian Student Association and the Muslim Student Association. So if you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves.
My name is Hamad Chaudhry, and I'm the PR and Alumni Chair of the MSA, the Muslim Student Association.
Hi, my name is Umama, and I am the president of South Asian Student Association.
Lovely to have you guys. So, what is the SASA? Is that how you guys
SASA, yep, we say
SASA
SASA.
and MSA, and what are some of the things that you guys do here on campus?
For SASA, we do a lot of partnership with other multicultural organizations, such as Latin Hispanic Alliance, Pan-African Community. So we just like to bring as much culture across campus, and we do like a couple of cultural events like our henna booth to like do fundraisers and stuff. We usually do that in the union, and then we have a mock wedding to showcase our traditional like wedding festivities.
For the MSA, we do similar things. We also partnered with other multicultural clubs. The ones that come to my mind are Queen and You and also SASA. We've done events like in the past, we've done like potlucks, we've done like board game night, we've done like events with the local Muslim community at the local mosque. But for SASA, it's more of like, you know, it's South Asian, but when people think of South Asian, maybe most people just think of Indian, but South Asian's really a broad identity of different ethnicities and nationalities. There's Indian, there's Pakistan, there's Bengali, there's Sri Lankan. There's others that I haven't mentioned, but it's to bring all these people together and you know, like share share what they have in common, but also like share what the things we appreciate most about our culture with others, so they can understand and appreciate it. Because a lot of people have misconceptions about, you know, South Asians, but also about Muslims, because not all South Asians are Muslims, but there's a significant amount of them that are.
Yeah.
And from the more Muslim side of things, similarly, that's what the MSA tries to do. We try to serve as a positive Muslim representation on campus.
Yeah, I'm glad. It sounds like there's a great sense of community, and I'm like you said, it's a safe space. That's super important for any student on campus.
Yeah.
Also, I know you mentioned like misconceptions. What would you say is some of those common misconceptions? And talking about Ramadan, like what are some of those big misconceptions about Ramadan?
For Ramadan, I mean, a lot of people think that, you know, water, you can have water, you can have gum, but you can't have anything, nothing to ingest. So I think that would be like a pretty big one, and that you know, we do it from sunrise to sundown. So yeah.
Oh, people think it's primarily you're fasting from food and water. But Ramadan's not just fasting from food and water, it's fasting from other things that can be distractions, whether mentally, physically, emotionally, like maybe you're addicted to watching TV or, you know, other stuff that's not good for you. So you kind of refrain from that, or you have this nasty habit you do, or you're backbiting, or you're gossiping. No, you refrain from anything that distracts you away from like worship of God, because that's what we do through our everyday actions. When you're fasting, when we're eating, when we're, you know, talking to each other, when we're meeting new people.
Have you guys ever had like a friend who was not Muslim who participated in Ramadan, or like kind of had like an interest in it?
I've never had a friend that I can recall that personally fasted alongside me because it's difficult for a lot of people.
Right.
But interest, yeah, I've had a lot of friends or classmates who ask questions.
Yeah.
I've invited a lot of like classmates who are interested to learn more about Ramadan or Islam or about Muslims to the local mosque,
Yeah.
because the local mosque has like hosts like iftar, which is the meal after sunset. That's what it's called. But they used to hold a lot of potluck style ones last year on the weekends. Basically, how it works is like immediately when sunset hits, they give the call to prayer, and then we break our fast with either a date or a water. And then most people pray immediately, and then after that we go get more food.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How do people mix their local traditions with the usual ways of celebrating Eid?
I think each family kind of does it differently.
Yeah.
I know personally from mine, I'm from India, and me and my family, we always have like an elaborate brunch. We have khichdi keema, which is basically just like rice and then ground beef meat, and then we have like these things called poppers, those type of home cooked meals that we do for every Eid. And then after that, we take our nap. That's like the highlight, the Eid nap. If you don't have a nap, then you didn't do it right.
Like a food coma?
Basically, we just have like a really big nap because all the Eid preparations that we're doing from days before, getting ready, and then we just take a nice fat nap.
Eid's traditionally, even though Eid's like primarily like the main Eid days, the day of Eid, it's traditionally a 3-day event.
Okay.
Especially in Muslim countries, they like continue the festivities. Here in the U.S., like you got the weekdays, so you can't really do it. But some people continue to do like invite you for Eid. If they couldn't invite you on the day of Eid, they do it the week after. Some people do it 2 weeks after, but it is what it is.
I think what is really beautiful on like Eid day is when you're call for prayer and you're seeing, after you're done with your prayer for Eid, and you're able to like basically say like, oh, Eid Mubarak, like happy like holidays. And it's just a very like wholesome feeling to say it to your mom, your dad, your friends, your family. And usually you can even see in the mosque how diverse it is as well. Like you can see people from India wearing their cultural clothing, and then people from Palestine, Egypt. Like it's just, you see everyone's different, like how they celebrate and what they wear for Eid. So it's really nice.
So if someone was wanting to join SASA or MSA, where can they find you guys, like on social media, and like when do you guys meet?
We have our Engage page.
Okay.
Our Instagram account is appstate_MSA. Our email address is appstate.msa1@gmail.com, and we're in the process of trying to get a official AppState email.
For SASA, we have our Engage page. We do post our big events on Engage. We're trying to get more active with our Engage so more people can, understand our marketing and stuff. Also, our Instagram, appstate_SASA. That's a really good way to keep really engaged with us because we post consistently on that.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on and being able to talk about Eid and Ramadan and SASA and MSA.
Wow. The MSA and SASA are doing some awesome things here on campus. Be sure to check them out on their Instagrams and stay up to date with everything they have going on.
It's now time for everyone's favorite segment, Woman on the Street. Follow Marguerite as she goes around campus to quiz students on their knowledge of Eid. Play along and see how many you get right.
I'm Marguerite, and today we're in the International Hallway quizzing students on their knowledge of Eid. I'm here with
Alex.
Ollie. Krista.
Ava.
Adelaide.
Why is Eid el-Fitr celebrated? A, to celebrate a new year, B, to celebrate the end of Ramadan, or C, to welcome a new month?
C, to welcome a new month.
Welcome a new month.
I'm going to go with B.
Yes, that's correct. What does the word Eid mean? A, feast or festival, B, day of light, or C, happiness?
I want to go with C again. I'm going to say happiness.
Day of light.
I'm going to go with feast.
I'm going to go with day of happiness.
Ooh, it was feast. That's okay. It's okay. You guys got this.
Bless up.
You're 2 for 2.
2 for 2.
You got this. You got this. There's two more.
There's two more. I need to get one.
Yes, comeback season. How long does Ramadan last? A, 49 to 50 days, B, 14 to 15 days, or C, 29 to 30 days?
29 to 30 days.
29 to 30.
29 to 30 days.
Yeah.
That's correct. 4 for 4. Last one, which fruit is traditionally eaten in many countries that celebrate Eid? A, dates, B, kiwi, or C, apples?
I know it states.
Dates?
Dates.
Yes, 5 for 5. Champions, let's go.
How many did you get right? Personally, in the studio, we didn't do too shabby.
It is now time to cook it up in the kitchen. Join Marguerite and a special guest as they make cookies to celebrate Eid.
I'm Marguerite, and today I'm here with my friend Rayanne, and we're gonna make some cookies for Eid. What type of cookies are we making today?
We're making pistachio honey-filled kah, which are traditional Egyptian Eid cookies.
All right, let's get started. First things we're gonna do is
We're going to mix our flour, salt, sugar, yeast, cinnamon, and sesame seeds.
next we're gonna use just a dash of salt.
Next, we're going to do a tablespoon and a half of granulated sugar.
How long have you been making these for Eid?
This is my second year.
They're pretty good. I had some last year.
Now I'm doing 3/4 a teaspoon of cinnamon. I'm doing 4.5 tablespoons of sesame seeds, and you can toast them, but I'm not going to. Now we're just going to quickly mix that all together. Okay, now I'm gonna add 1.5 cups of ghee, room temperature. And now we're also just gonna mix this until it's pretty incorporated. Now we're gonna slowly add 1/2 cup of warm water into our dough until it becomes a nice consistency.
All right, now the dough is sitting for an hour, and next we'll be showing you how to make the filling for the cookies. Wait for our pot to heat up.
We're going to put a tablespoon and a half of flour and ghee in the pot and mix it until it's golden brown. Now that our mixture is golden brown, we're going to take it off the heat real quick and add 1.5 teaspoons of sesame, a little less than 1/2 cup of honey. Now that our honey mixture has thickened, we're going to add 3/4 cup of some chopped pistachios and mix it in and then let it cool for 10 minutes. Now I'm going to roll 30 small balls.
And now we're gonna take the dough and kind of flatten it in our hands, put the little balls of filling in the middle, and then create a bigger ball around it. And then we're gonna take a fork and we're gonna stamp onto both sides of the cookie.
Now we're going to put them in for 20 to 25 minutes or until the bottom is flat and golden brown. Now I'm going to go over with powdered sugar. I'm just going to dust it on.
And these are your final product. Hope you enjoyed.
Wow, those look delicious. That's all the time we have for you today. We hope you learned something new about Eid.
Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.